Right, sweet. All right, guys. So yes, it's been a very eventful. I say a couple of weeks already in the entertainment business. I think R. Kelly's been the main subject of talk. There's been a documentary that's been released, a six-part documentary highlighting his apparent crimes against young ladies throughout the last 20 years or so. Have you guys seen this documentary?
I want to just first put a disclaimer out there, just so I don't get ridiculed.
Yeah.
I am not with it in the sense of I'm not saying he did it. That's where I am.
So with all the
Yeah,
apparent
I agree with
evidence,
you. I
so with
agree.
all the apparent evidence, you still don't believe that.
There is no evidence.
What about the apparent tapes?
Like, there's
Let me clean that up real quick. Yeah, there's no concrete evidence.
That's what
I'll
I'm
say
saying.
that.
There's no concrete evidence. Like, the tape is there, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But he went to court for that, and he bust case.
Yeah, a
So
lot of people. Yeah.
we can't use that no
You
more.
can't. A lot of people say that,
So-
because he's got a lot of money, so he can sort of, pay off their parents and stuff.
Whatever. He bust case can't be used no more. The Aaliyah thing with the marriage certificate and all of that stuff, cool. So there's one strike.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
To me, everything else is hearsay. He said, she said. Like Quabs just said, it's not concrete.
Mm.
I can't.
But you're not condoning what he's done, though.
No,
what he's apparently done.
Well,
If
if he's done it,
yeah,
don't condone it. But I don't think that he. I go back to this, right? It looks like history has proven to show that most successful black men at some point in their lives, this happens to them.
yeah, for real.
Michael Jackson slept with many kids, apparently. Bill Cosby banged a lot of girls.
He's in prison now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in prison. OJ killed a white bitch, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's like,
What about Michael Jordan?
I don't know what happened to Michael Jordan. What happened to Jordan?
I know, because
Well-
you said that a lot of black people, celebrities face.
Okay, with
this
him,
in
I
careers.
know with him, he don't care about the black community. Like,
He left us time ago.
people getting killed for Jordans and stuff like that, which does happen in America quite a lot actually. But
We're getting killed for trainers.
yeah, get killed for trainers. That happens a lot in America.
Mm.
But he's only recently decided to speak up about it. He hasn't really, vocalized his opinions and thoughts on it.
Mm.
So that, in a sense, I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's your name that's on the shoe, and there's being bloodshed over it. So I do get why people are angry about that, because he hasn't really said anything, to be honest, until I think people have recently put pressure on him to actually speak up about what had been going on about the shoes that people go so crazy over.
Do you think that the shoes, or do you think that it's the customers? It's their actions, though. I think, when you go to a shop to buy trainers, and you get to a situation where you're almost getting killed over it. Isn't that your actions, though? I think that should be put-
Let's say this. Say you came out with a brand, right?
Yeah.
And people are killing because they want your brand so much. Like,
Yeah.
people are killing other people. Will you not feel a little bit connected to that?
I feel connected. I mean, what? I'd feel a bit guilty but then again, in the shop, there's security, isn't there?
Would you not feel Would
there's
you not feel?
responsibility. No, look, listen, look,
Oh
look.
my God.
No, listen, you go to this football megastore. I've been to Barcelona megastore, right? It's
Yeah.
massive,
Yeah,
and there's shirts in there. There's player shirts. There's etc. etc.
yeah.
You're not gonna. You're a big Messi fan, but you're not gonna go and kill someone. If you're gonna get to a point where you feel as if maybe it's gonna escalate, there's security personnel to stop that from happening, isn't there?
No, but in the streets, there's not always security
It's
in
not
the
a but
streets.
if you're individual going to someone else to stab them, to take their Jordans off of them, that's your decision, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Listen, you will feel.
thought
I don't
so
care who
feel it
you
'cause
are.
It's over my brand.
Yeah,
But again,
you
it's
will
your
feel-
personal decision to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, but wouldn't you feel you will have to say something to the people who's doing that type of stuff, or would you just let it?
What can you say?
I'm just gonna let it breathe, really. Innit? What can I say?
What can
innit?
you say? You kill someone over my trainers. I mean, I'm happy you like my trainers, but what can I say? Look, if you're an adult, kids will probably do this. But if you're an adult, I expect you guys listen to be a bit more sensible, isn't it? You're going to kill someone over Jordans. Do you know what I mean? Like the security personnel, that it's up to them. There's items on the shelf. Yeah, there's maybe a lack of items on the shelf,
Yeah,
but when you're going out to attack someone, to kill someone because of a pair of trainers, there has to be people there, because Jordan can't come in the shop and stop that from happening. can he? He
But
can't.
listen. What would you rather do something or do nothing? Why?
If you do something, what
Isn't
are
it
we
better?
doing?
Isn't it better to like just put like a statement out there for people that are doing
Okay,
that type of stuff
I
rather
agree.
than do nothing? Because
I
you
agree.
never know what could happen.
I
Like
agree.
people might respect you that much that something might shift, so something might stop. But
Oh yeah.
rather than just do nothing, it's like you don't. It gives the notion that you don't really care what's going on in the
As in, like
streets.
I think
So
now,
so
like on
do
Twitter, for
something.
example, he could put a tweet out saying, or a statement on his website.
Yeah, do something rather than nothing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would say.
Okay.
So what do you think R. Kelly should do?
So
Right
R.
now,
Kelly,
he's like you said, like same way Jordan is should put out a statement. R. Kelly's
yeah,
being
there's
quiet.
there's a
so-
trend in America going on. They're bringing down the big like the black legends, and I don't really agree with what's going on. Like if you're gonna do that, do it all across the board.
I
Like
don't know.
look,
You see a black legend.
why don't we talk about Hugh Hefner? Like the girl, like teenage girl. Well, I don't know if they were teenage, but they were younger than him. You know what I mean? Way younger than him. But let's not let's talk about Harvey Weinstein. Where's he at? Why are we talking about him as much as R. Kelly? What about what's his name? Elvis Presley. Didn't he get married to
Teenager.
a girl that was way younger than him?
Yeah.
So with R. Kelly, I mean, like, there's no concrete. Well, the Aaliyah thing, I guess.
But you know what
It's-
I find crazy when I watch that documentary, right? Everyone on that documentary was either fired by R. Kelly or was promised to be made a star and didn't make it. And that's why you're on the documentary.
Mm.
Everyone else who still messes with R. Kelly in any way, shape, or form denied to be on the documentary.
But why? The only thing is, why would he? His ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, but
You see what I'm saying?
What's he got to? I
Ex-wife.
know, but it's like the detail they go into to explain what he's done in certain situations.
Bro, if you want to bring someone down, you will go into as much detail and whether it's true or not to bring someone down.
because the stories are just becoming.
You know, someone said something. I mean, I think it was Charlemagne who said this on the Breakfast Club. Nobody cares about the truth if the lie is more entertaining.
Mm. But Charlemagne can't really talk because he's got a bit of he's got some skeletons in his closet as well. Recently, there was something a story that came out about him. I'm not too sure about it, but like he's got some controversy around his name at the moment.
I don't know.
So, but anyway, R. Kelly, I think there's no hard evidence on him about it, but people are trying to bring his name down, and I don't know what the motive is. Well, I do kind of because they want some kind of payday from it, but I don't know where all these women are coming from. Like, what's going on?
Well, and and I look at all of these girls, when they're on the show, and I'm just like, bro, well, because you didn't make it. That's just the way I look at it. Look, K. Michelle made it, right? Apparently, she was touched and whatever by R. Kelly and all that stuff, but she's not on the show. Why?
Yeah.
Because she made it.
But it's like you said. I know you mentioned about they were promised to be made a star, and that didn't happen. But
That's
it's
why
like
they're on the show, bro.
before they were
Well,
promised.
did you think
but
that you was gonna
before-
suck my dick and what? You know what I mean? Like, let's
Yeah,
be
but I
real
mean-
though, innit? Like, what? I'm gonna make you a star for nothing.
Yeah, but you're not being a pervert,
Come on.
are you? You're not gonna, there's other things they can do for you than that. There's sexual favors.
Now, what else can they do though?
I don't know
Let's
what they
just be
can do.
real
But
though, innit? No,
Yeah.
let's just be real though. What else could?
yeah, but
This is
okay,
what I'm saying.
it's like
Like they're on the show and this guy's there, like, oh yeah, I knew that the girls were young, blah blah blah. But you're the one who's bringing the girls to him, so you're just as at fault as the one who's doing it.
yeah, I agree.
you
with that.
I agree
forged,
with that.
you forged the marriage certificate. You should go prison too.
Well, he was a security guard, wasn't he?
Yeah,
apparently?
but you should go prison too. You did forgery.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like what the hell?
Yeah.
And the other girl who was sitting there and she was 18 and then she was doing threesomes with R. Kelly and this 12-year-old girl or 13
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. But you should be going in prison too because you was committing sexual acts on someone and you knew their age. So what the hell is wrong
Yeah,
with
she
you?
claimed she didn't know the age until he told her.
Yeah. That's what you're gonna say on the
Yeah.
documentary, innit? But it's not what you're gonna say
Mm.
like back then.
Yeah,
And his wife, and so you're his wife for how many years? You don't know none of this stuff was going on.
So if you have anything to say, just comment in the comment section, comment on Twitter and all of our social media outlets.